What is up, everybody? My name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about customers that will waste your time. I'm going to be breaking down two different customers. One that was a serious customer that we actually ended up doing business with. The other one that was not so serious. And in this one, I want you guys to focus on the key points within that interaction that kind of signaled to us that one was worth actually communicating with when the other one really wasn't. And the other one was kind of like send a quick quote, get the numbers out, and just kind of not waste any time with them. So in today's video, we're breaking down two different communications with customers, and we're going to see what things you need to look out for so that way we're not wasting time. Like I said, this is a main mover video, no B-roll in this one. So if you guys are only here for the B-roll, you can go ahead and bounce now. But if you're serious about growing your business and you're serious about not wasting your time with certain customers, this video is going to be very valuable for you. Before we get into it though, I do want to mention that we are doing another free web class this Wednesday. Aaron's going to be teaching the 3 secrets that helped him to scale his pressure washing business from $0 a year to over $250,000 with one truck and no money. It's absolutely free. However, there are limited seats. So if you're interested, check out the first link in the comment section and the description. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about today's topic. So like I said, we're kind of doing a little whiteboard thing here. Let's go ahead and break this down. So first and foremost, we have our column at the top. On the left, we have the job that's worth spending the time on. On the right, we have the ones that we don't want to waste our time on. So first and foremost, we want to look at the source of the job. So job, we'll just call this one job one. Job one came from a referral off of Facebook, and then job two came from, it was just a Google lead that came into the call center, and then we got an email for it. So either one of these can be kind of hit or miss. So on Facebook, it's important to, have your friends and family out there. Those are your biggest cheerleaders. And sometimes people will post to their Facebook page and they'll say, hey, do you guys know anybody who offers pressure washing work? And as long as you got enough cheerleaders out there, they'll start dropping your name in the comment section, dropping. I don't really like to go in there. One thing that you can do if you need jobs, as soon as somebody tags you in one of those posts and they're like, hey, I need a pressure washer, someone tags you in it, you go straight to that person's profile and you message them directly. That way you're the quickest person. You're going to be the first one to message them to get the job ultimately, because 9 out of 10 people that they tag in those comments aren't going to reach out to them. They're going to wait for that person who's looking for the service to reach out to them, and then they could do the work. So in this scenario, I don't really like playing this Facebook game, but my name got mentioned a couple different times. And so we actually got a text from this guy, and he was like, hey, you came highly recommended from somebody who's trusted. I want to see about getting you to do some pressure washing work for me. So in some instance, Facebook referrals can be really good. But in other instances, it's kind of just like a free for all for people's names to be thrown in a hat where, they're not even serious companies. They're just like, hey, my husband does pressure washing, give him a call. So if you want to get those jobs, you need to message the person directly as soon as you're tagged in those. The other one, like I said, came through Google. It can go either way. Google's either someone needs a job done as soon as possible, like we're calling you, we need a quote now. First person to give us a quote is going to get the job, or we're getting as many quotes as we can because we want to try to find the best price possible. So either one could go either way. So our first tell with both jobs, our first tell with job one is the guy says that the referral source is highly trusted. So the person who recommended us, he trusts them highly. And so because we were recommended by him, he's going to go with us no matter what. So huge tell right there. This is somebody who is worth our time in order to land the job. Our first tell on job two is the lady called the answering service. The answering service answered. She gave them the scope of work. I tried to call her back literally maybe 10 minutes later because I saw it was a commercial property, and I couldn't get a hold of her. They put me on hold for like over 10 minutes. Couldn't get a hold of her. So first tell on job two is can't get a hold of the lady. First tell on job one is, hey, you came highly recommended. We're going with you either way because of the trusted source that you came from. All right. So our second tell with this is as soon as I started having this interaction with job one, they offered all the information up front, name, number, addresses, scope of work. So job one was a real estate agent who was looking to get a house wash for a house wash and a driveway cleaning for a person that he was going to be listing their home. So we came highly recommended. He messaged me, said, we're going with you no matter what because you're so highly recommended. And he gave up all the information, provided the name, number, and everything. So you guys can see how easy job one is. Now, job two, our second tell is that I can't get the lady to call me back. I can't get her to call me back. So I send her an email, and she only wants to communicate through email. She was like, she's kind of giving me like some pushback on it. I'm like, hey, I'm just trying to come out and take a look at the property, maybe walk it with somebody. Anytime there's a commercial property, I want to go out in person. I want to walk with them. I want to talk with them. And I want to try to create as many opportunities for me to get an advantage over any other quote that they are going to be getting. So I want to walk with her. I want to show her my personality. I want to show her that we're knowledgeable. I want to show her that we know what we're doing. I want to ask her questions about different things that we could upsell to. I want to see exactly what the scope of work is. However, she doesn't want to do that. She's like, do we need to talk? Like, I just need a quote on XYZ. Like, I could tell just like her whole demeanor and mood was like, I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to get quotes. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to call you back. So like, can we just go through email and then you just send me a quote? So you guys can see I'm getting a lot more pushback, a lot more friction from job 2 as opposed to job 1. However, in a lot of guys' eyes, if they get a commercial property call on them and they just start seeing dollar signs, right? They start seeing multiple thousands of dollars. This could be great. And you could see the shift, like one's a house wash and driveway cleaning. However, there's more of a promise of money there than this commercial job where this lady doesn't even want to meet with me. She doesn't want to talk with me. She just wants me to send her an estimate. So another thing that's a separating factor is the source. We have our tells within the communication with the customer. And then lastly, our time frame. So when I ask the job 1 what the time frame is, he wants to hop on a call immediately. He wants to discuss, what our methods are. Do we use soft washing? Do we use pressure washing? How do we do that? As well as he wants to get the house cleaned as soon as possible because they want to list it to be put on the market. So as you guys can see, there's a sense of urgency there. As opposed to job 2, I asked her what the time frame is, and she said, I don't know, we just need to get estimates. I'm going to send them to the higher up. I'm not sure when they're going to make a decision on this. So once again, a big discrepancy between job 1 and job 2. Lastly, like I said, the scope of work, we kind of talked about this already, but on job 1, we're talking about a house wash and a driveway cleaning. On job 2, it wasn't extremely clear. I think they wanted to get the parking lot restriped, but even when I was asking her, she was kind of vague with what it was. I think we want to get all the parking lines restriped. I'm not really sure. They just asked me to get the quote. It's just like, anytime you get that, it's not worth, the juice is not worth the squeeze. So let's get into the difference, right? So job 1, right? Since you guys came highly recommended, we're going with you no matter what. Great sign that this is somebody who's going to be worth a time investment. Also job 1, all the information is provided up front. I got the name of the person. I got their phone number. I got their address. I can call them immediately. Next, we have ready to hop on the phone immediately and talk about the details. Hey, what kind of services do you guys offer? Is it soft wash? Is it pressure wash? Explain to me the difference. When can we get this done? Sense of urgency. Lastly, need to get it done quickly because we're trying to get this done before the house is on the market. As opposed to job number 2, hard to get a hold of. I tried to call them back. They have me on hold for over 10 minutes. No one calls me back. Can't speak with anyone. I'm emailing her. She doesn't want to meet with me. She doesn't want to walk the property with me. She doesn't want to call me back. She doesn't want to do any of that. Not clear on the exact scope of work. I think we need to get everything restriped. Can you just quote me on that and quote me on anything else you see? Lastly, not clear on the exact timeline. I don't know. I got to get quotes because I got to give them to somebody else. So we could add in another one here. Need as many quotes as possible. Like that would be a sign of somebody who is not very intentional with getting you to do the work. So which one are we going to invest more time into? The person who is ready to give information, who wants it done as quick as possible, or someone who it might be way more money, but they don't even know the scope of work. They're just trying to get as many quotes as possible, yada, yada, yada. You guys can see the differences here. So noticing these differences is going to make the difference in the amount of time that you want to spend with somebody as well as the follow-up. So I sent off the quote for job 2, did one follow-up email. I said, hey, did you guys just want to check in? Make sure you got my email with the quote in it, and see if you guys need anything else from us. No response from them. Job 1, we went out, took a look at the house. We actually upsold her on a couple things while we were there because they need to get the house ready to be listed on the market. And we just spent more time. I was able to hop on the phone with the guy, kind of discussed our processes. I called the lady who he was representing in the house sale. I discussed with her our processes as well as some other things that we could offer her in order to make her house better, to ultimately sell it quicker. So you can see the difference. Do not waste your time with job 2. Even though job 2 may look like in your eyes that it's, it's all this money and I need to go spend all this time, or I need to show up over there and try to go meet with her that way. Notice what their interactions are saying and kind of reflect back to them the way they're reflecting to you. So anybody who, is offering information up front, who wants to meet, who wants to talk, who wants to get it done, that's somebody who I'm going to put time and energy into, as opposed to somebody who's doing the exact opposite of that. So hope this video helped you guys out. If it did, hit that thumbs up button for me. If you guys want to check out the web class, 3 Secrets to Scale to Aaron's Business from $0 to over $250,000 a year with 1 truck and no money. Check it out first, link in the comment section description. Like I said, limited spots, but if you made it this far in the video, comment down below time waster and I'll hashtag you a real one. My name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed. Until next time, hustle hard and get that money, baby. Peace.